James. I almost didn't recognize you.
I'm sorry, have we met before?
I think once. Something in England. Nicole Hunter. My friends call me Nikki.
Nicole Hunter. You're the jewelry designer.
I've been called worse. It girl, socialite.
It's nice to see you, Nicole. I'm sure you've got a plane to catch.
Actually, Em sent me.
Interesting cover. But not an unpleasant surprise. Shall we go?
The car's over there.
Nice car.
It's a friend's. Would you like to drive? I feel much safer with a man behind the wheel.
So what can you tell me about Pomerov?
Oh, he's such a lech. But he's kind of sweet for your basic Russian oligarch. He owns oil wells, diamond mines, and his own 737 with gold-plated fittings, of course.
How do you know him?
Sweetie, there are only 6 people worth dating in the world, and I've probably gone out with half of them. Turn here. Okay. The truth is, he supplies the chemicals used to alloy the gold and silver in my line of jewelry. And he's been after me to open a boutique in the casino he just bought in Monaco.
He bought the casino.
Mm-hmm. Another trinket on the must-have list for oligarchs, after a supermodel wife. So, I got him to delay his flight back to Siberia. That's where he keeps the wife at his headquarters, so she can't spend all his money. And we're going to meet in the boardroom, which should give you enough time to get into his office and break into his safe.
Well done. So how did you...
End up in bed with MI6?
Well, that's one way of putting it.
Darling, it's the perfect cover. Fashion shows, photo shoots, store openings. I get to travel the whole world, and nobody pays any attention.
Emma approached you?
Not exactly.
Well, how not exactly?
Well, there was this little tax problem a few years ago.
A little tax problem.
And a small customs problem involving some diamonds.
So that's how a girl from the society pages ends up working for MI6?
Yes, James. But believe me, when necessary, I can be very discreet. You can drop me off in front of the casino. I'm gonna put on my war paint before the meeting. I'll text you on the cell phone to let you know when we're almost finished.
Hey guys, welcome to Monaco. That's a pretty cool car we got in that cutscene, but I hope you weren't looking forward to driving it, because we don't get to. We also got to meet this game's Bond girl, Nicole Hunter, and I have to say, I hate her. Just everything she says, everything about her just drives me crazy. Ugh. Also, I'm pretty sure she's the most misogynist character in the entire game. Any case, our phone's going off. We have a piece of intel nearby. So it's gonna be, this giant naked chick. It's a big statue that apparently, the rumor goes, was a bribe so that they could play a high-stakes poker game in this casino. But yeah, that's just a, 15-foot tall naked chick hanging out in the garden.
All right, James, I'm in. Pomerov's coming down to meet me.
Good, I'm heading through the gardens now. Turn on your tracker. I'll home in on your signal.
Hang on. Okay, it's on.
Right. Now make sure you keep Pomerov busy. If he sees anything unusual, he'll lock down the casino. Understand?
Don't worry, James. I know how to handle a man like Pomerov.
Right, so we can see there's Nicole, but 50 meters that way. And just to the left, that's our objective, that broken window.
Bravo team, what's your 20? This is Bravo, position at sector 14B.
God damn it. James, there are some things that just are not cool, and that's one of them.
10-4, Charlie team standing down. Eyes open tonight. We've got orders to make sure we patrol the gardens. Understood. Commanders, ensure your teams are in position.
This level is actually one of my favorites in the game. It's just a really cool stealth level. At least the start of it's a stealth level.
make sure you watch over this area. You know what National Day is like. There's always some drunk tourist who tries to sneak in here.
Yes, sir.
Let's move it. Finish your cigarette and start your patrols.
Sir.
Anything to report?
Nothing, sir. But I'm surprised Pomerov's asked for all these patrols. It's dead tonight.
Pomerov didn't get to be Pomerov by taking chances.
But do you think it has something to do with that Chinese guy he met with? I heard it didn't go well.
That's not your problem. Your job is to keep your eye on the gardens.
Okay, wait for it. And sneak hug. Okay, so who's ready for a new mechanic? So there's one thing our phone can do that we haven't seen yet, and that's hacking. Mostly it's used to disable cameras, just like that, but there are other times in the game where we need to use it to interact with something. Cameras are pretty self-explanatory. Don't get seen by them, and you won't get an alarm.
James, Pomerov's still not here. What should I do if he doesn't show up?
Stick to the plan, Nicole. Stay calm. He may just be late. It's critical that you make this work.
Okay. I'll do my best. I've got to go.
We can see there are some bad guys down there. Before we deal with them, there's another piece of intel here, and it's this stone lantern thing. Another gift, but it has another little funny story to it. Something about a guy cheating. Now there's 3 guys here. One of them's patrolling. It's definitely possible to sneak around staying behind cover and take them all out individually. But really there is a much easier way. And that's that.
Position at sector 14B. Charlie is en route to 5S now.
Right, I'm gonna finish my smoke, then I'm on a break.
Don't work too hard.
You get eyes on the boss's business associate?
Yeah, guess being a Russian billionaire has its upside.
Okay, a few more guards, and another piece of intel. This is another sneaky one. Behind this door, we actually find a weapons crate for the silenced P99. This is just a little bit of a text blurb about it, talking about how it's good at close range and for taking down people silently. It's not particularly good at, sniping people.
Charlie, what's your location? Charlie is en route to 5S now. Patrolling the perimeter, nothing to report. Bravo team, what's your 20? This is Bravo, position at sector 14B.
There are actually a couple guys patrolling up and to the left of us. So you gotta wait for this guy to be far away before you take him out. There's those two guys I was talking about. So we're going to head up there and deal with them.
Bravo team, what's your 20? This is Bravo, position at sector 14B.
Just gotta wait for him to get in position.
Come in, Bravo. Request
And our last guy.
Bravo is stationed in 12F, all quiet.
Looks like Bond is feeling in a really huggy mood today. Now this is where the stealthing gets hard. There are two difficult rooms in this level for stealthing, and this is the first one. See, there's 4 guys in here. Some of them are looking at each other, others are patrolling. You really have to be careful.
Bravo team, what's your 20? This is Bravo, position at sector 14B. Come in, Bravo. Request update. Bravo is stationed in 12F, all quiet.
This approach I'm taking may seem a little counterintuitive, but it really is the safest way to do it. Sometimes you can shoot that guy, and it'll draw one of the other guys out from their normal position, so you can take him down easier. But it's really risky, because they don't actually always act the same way when they hear something. They'll either take a different route, or they'll get alerted easier.
Bravo team, what's your 20?
It's really just easier to take up a position and use a takedown when they get close.
Bravo. Request update. Bravo is stationed in 12F, all quiet.
And unfortunately, you can see that little arrow. That last guy did happen to see me. So close to doing it perfectly.
All right, Nicole. I'm in the casino. Keep Pomeroff distracted while I find you.
Okay, James, but wait, he's coming.
I take that as a supreme compliment.
My God, Stefan, that painting. How did you get it? I've been after it for years.
Thanks. 007, you're going to need a key code to get past this door. It appears the code has been divided between 3 different guards in the casino. Each one has only a small piece of it. I'm marking their locations on your smartphone now. Scan their access cards to compile the full code and access the lift.
So there's one of the guards we need. We're gonna go and see if we can catch him on the other side of the room. Now, I said this is one of my favorite levels, and it is, but it's kind of a weird one. For one thing, it's the only level in the game where part of a chapter is in a different location than the rest of the chapter. We're in Monaco right now, but we won't be for the rest of this chapter. Another thing is the intel we find. You may have noticed they're all little art fixtures. They're nothing particularly interesting or important. Pretty much a lot of this level feels to me like it was thrown together after the fact. And my reasoning for this is that there's a lot of exposition maybe they needed to deal with.
No idea. They just said to watch the room.
You know, it must be some big names if they want us to stand guard like this.
I heard Pomerov himself is playing. And you know what he's like about his privacy.
Ah, that'll be it.
So this is the second difficult room to stealth through. And again, you have to be really careful, because even the littlest move, or even sometimes just the variation in takedowns, can cause you to get caught. And that's going to be it for the patrolling guards. That last guy is actually our target. He's the security chief. And we don't even have to get up next to him. We can just sit here, scan him, and then walk away. He's going to be really, really embarrassed when he turns around from staring at that couch and realizes that all his men have been taken down. Although now that I think about it, as soon as he does that, he's going to raise an alarm and kind of ruin our whole cover thing. Should probably take care of him. Alright, let's get moving.
That's it, 007. You've got all the data necessary to access Pomerov's lift.
We get kind of a cool slow motion event here. I think it's the only one in the game, but yeah, it's actually a lot of fun. And a piece of intel sitting here. It's a something. It's a money clip. Apparently it's a solid gold jewel-encrusted money clip that Nicole Hunter actually made for Pomerov. It's a neat little touch. And speaking of Nicole and Pomerov, they're right here, having their little meeting. This is the door to Pomerov's office.
You won't be able to hack that door, 007. It's on its own subsystem. You'll have to find another way in.
Right, so we need to find a way into his office, and we're going to do this by climbing out the window. Before we move on, just take a look at the scenery. Considering this is one of the only parts of the level where you can see the outside, they actually did a really good job of it.
If you look at the numbers, I think you'll find this is a very attractive proposition.
Every proposition is seductive at night. But how will your fears stand up to the light of day?
Stefan,
How much, Nicole?
you of all people should know it, dear Stefan. You can't hit a jackpot without putting down a few chips. No risk, no reward.
What's this?
That is your golden ticket.
Is this right?
It is oh so right, Stefan.
And what else do you need from me?
Just the word, yes.
So as much as I hate Nicole, she does seem to be keeping up her part of the job quite competently. Gotta give her some props for that. We're in Pomerov's office, and luckily for us, his safe isn't even hidden.
What was the nature of this research? I told you. We were investigating anthrax and smallpox to come up with antidotes that could be used in the field in the case of a biological attack. And there was no way to militarize them? To turn them into weapons instead of cures? No. No? So why are these documents in code? I told you. I was working at home. What is the password for the USB drive? Tell me the key to crack the code! Stop! Stop! I'll tell you. Thank you.
Yeah, they couldn't actually give us a completely stealth level, so we need to fight our way out. Nicole and Pomerov are gone, so maybe we really did witness the very end of their meeting.
Get me reinforcements now!
No more guys.
Nicole, where are you?
I'm outside. What happened? They've closed the casino.
Get to the car. Bring it around to the front.
What are you going to do?
Let's see if I can tip the odds in our favor.
I have no idea what he means when he says that. I think it was just the writing team trying to shoehorn in some sort of casino joke. Because there's no trick or plan to this, it's just shooting our way out of the place. This guy's got a lot of armed guards. This is only one room. We got several more to go through before we get out of here. What is kinda cool is that these rooms we're fighting our way through are the rooms we saw earlier where we had to steal the guards' codes. I kinda like that actually, as far as level design goes. What I don't like about this part, however, is just the sheer amount of guys they throw at you. There really isn't a good way of doing this other than staying in cover and popping out to shoot everybody. And I just feel like the encounters go on a little too long.
Barnes, I've got the car in front of the casino. Where are you?
I'm on my way. Get ready to move.
This is the last room that we need to fight our way through. And the bad guys have gotten a little bit more prepared. Some of these guys we're shooting will now be carrying assault rifles. And speaking of assault rifles, we're going to go try and pick one up right now. The AK-74, which we've already seen. It's nice to have a little bit more powerful of a weapon, but there just really isn't as much ammo for it. Now that guy we just killed is actually carrying a new weapon. The G36. It's another assault rifle similar to the AK-74, but I think it's a little bit better. It just seems more accurate to me. Unfortunately, we don't get to play with this gun too much right now because this is the end of the level. One more piece of intel before we leave. This little statue right here is actually a bust of the guy who built this casino. Again, nothing particularly interesting. Kind of shoehorned in. In any case, that's the end of the level. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time when we leave Monaco.
Here, see if this is dry enough for you.
What are you drinking?
Same thing, straight. I was never one for girly drinks.
Bond, are you there?
Yes, Em. Right here.
Nicole, do you mind if 007 and I speak privately for a moment? This is a need to know.
Of course, no problem.
We can talk. What did you find out?
We've translated all the documents you photographed in Pomerov's office this afternoon. It appears that most of them were invoices for highly sophisticated chemical manufacturing equipment. They were to be delivered to a defunct chemical refinery he's recently brought back online in Siberia.
Makes perfect sense. They tortured Tedworth, the researcher, for the code to his bioresearch formulas. He was working on anthrax and smallpox antidotes for troops in the field, but they could just as easily be weaponized.
That's what we're afraid of. No. That's what the whole world is afraid of. You've got to get there. Confirm what we think he's up to and stop him. Perhaps Miss Hunter can help you facilitate this.
Yes, I'll talk to her.
Good. Good luck, 007.
You finished?
I have to take a look at Pomerov's refinery in Siberia. Em thought you might be able to help facilitate things. I'm gonna need a flight, ground transportation, a local contact.
Wait, not so fast. I told Pomerov I'd get back to him about his business proposal. So it's the perfect cover to get the two of us into the refinery.
The two of us? Em said facilitate, not the company.
Well, how do you think I'm going to get you to Siberia?
Oh, let me guess. A friend of yours owns a plane?
May I speak with Rudolph, please?
Why am I not surprised?
You're going to love it. It's got a shower, a wine cellar, and the most unbelievable circular bed. Yes, I'll hold. What? What's that look for? You'll be enjoying all that stuff alone. I'll be in the cockpit flying the plane.